Watch it. It's 15 minutes. Yeah, 14:59. Tell me, guys, how you like it, and we'll go from there.
Household debt has hit a record
Let
high.
me know if you can hear the
Inflation keeps
audio.
climbing, the job market's tanking, and now we seem to be on the brink of World War III. But right in the middle of all of that, there's a cartoon Peanut pulling some of the biggest streaming numbers the internet has ever seen.
He averages like 50 on Twitch and like 80 on
Awesome,
YouTube.
thank you.
He's bigger than Kai.
Now, the strange part is, the worse things seem to get, the bigger the burnt peanut becomes.
What? Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna get a little finance heavy for a second here, but stick with me. A recession is what happens when the economy takes a serious nosedive and stays down. And when that happens, people change. What they buy changes, what they watch changes, their behavior in general can hit a total 180. There's a theory called the lipstick index. It suggests that when money gets tight, people stop buying designer purses, but they'll still grab a nice bottle of lipstick. It's small, it's affordable, and for a moment, it makes you feel like things are normal. So why does that matter here? Well, because the burnt peanut is kind of like the lipstick. Not as some cheaper version of anything, but as something people turn to when everything else starts to become exhausting.
I honestly think that the burnt
You know, I don't necessarily agree with the recession part of this. I can see where he's trying to make the connection, but yeah, I don't really follow along with it.
peanut has brought to Twitch something it's never had.
There was a hole in streaming that no one really recognized. Well, except for Peanut.
My whole life has been changed when I found this stupid little peanut.
Almost overnight, this
Me too.
cult-like following had formed.
You love him, I love him.
Peanut realized something about gaming.
Video games are not supposed to be you're sweating your off. If you're not having fun, get off.
That's 100% right. Like, you're not supposed to be try hard. They're supposed to be a stress reliever. That's how I look at video games. If it's causing you more stress, just get off. Get off the game.
And decided he wanted to fix it.
I've never had more fun in a video game than Halo 3 multiplayer.
If you grew up with an Xbox 360, you already know exactly what Peanut was talking about here. Back then, gaming was more about
Bro, he's not wrong. Me and Theory played the shit out of Halo together. Yeah, the chat in Halo 3. Oh my god. Kids nowadays, you'd be in jail for the things that were said back then.
having familiar it should, because the same thing was happening everywhere else.
If you are living paycheck to paycheck, don't worry, you're not alone.
Throughout the 2010s, the job market got more competitive. Social media had everyone comparing themselves to people they'd never even met. Hustle culture showed up and swallowed everything whole. And now that one place that used to ask nothing of you, the place you went to specifically to turn your brain off, was asking you to perform too.
Why do I only play Zerbil? Because I don't have to sweat my absolute balls off.
Ninja, man, he set a generation of streamers up, that's for sure.
Here's the thing, it didn't just change how people played, it changed what they watched too. High-skill gameplay became the content. The crazier the clip, the more it blew up. Now, when Peanut first started streaming in early 2022, that was still the blueprint. Be good at the game, and people will tune in.
When I first started streaming, I copied everyone else. I was like, okay, what these guys are doing, they're being the best.
At the time, he was still known online as the Burnt Peanut, but the character didn't exist yet. He was still trying to copy the guys at the top. With the face cam on, gameplay front and center, focused on being good at the game. On paper, he was doing everything right, but it didn't work. And honestly, the fact that it didn't is really what makes this story interesting, because it forced Peanut to get creative. So I mentioned earlier that the job market has gotten more competitive. I mean, between AI taking jobs and the fact that degrees no
Take
longer
a
guarantee
second
a
for the ad
career,
here.
finding a job you actually like is tough.
He's
Here's
gotta
thing,
pay the bills.
You don't have to wait for your dream job to just magically appear. You can build it on WAP. WAP
There
is
it
hands
is.
down the best
There it
platform to
is.
start your business on. It's the world's largest internet market where you can create, connect, and transact all on a single platform. Whether you're looking to offer fitness coaching or launch a clothing brand, WAP provides the full end-to-end infrastructure for both pay-ins and payouts. Over 18.4 million people use WAP and have earned over $3 billion annually on the platform. It's used by everyone from solopreneurs to major brands like Kalshi and Micro One. One of the best parts is WAP Treasury, which lets you earn 6% interest on every dollar your business earns. WAP's whole mission is to provide the world with a high, sustainable income. If you've been stuck in a job you hate, sitting on an idea because you didn't know how to handle the business side of things, this is your sign. Go to WAP.com to start your business today. By early 2024, Peanut had been at it long enough to know that the playbook wasn't going to work for him. So he threw the whole thing out and started over. Peanut wanted to stand out. And instead of chasing what everyone else was doing, he decided to make his own thing entirely. Facecams have been the default for years, but Peanut realized there's something about an animated character that just hits a little different. Think of like Baby Yoda. Characters like that have a certain kind of universal appeal that a webcam just can't compete with. So he taught himself Blender, built a character from scratch, a Peanut, fully 3D, rigged to track his face in real time.
Did you already have the tech?
Bro, look at how you can tell how he got better and evolved. That's for sure.
Available to even do that?
No, I learned everything on hand as I went. Blender, like I learned all by myself. I tell you, oh my God, Blender has pissed me off so much. I'll sit there and I have that fire hat that has fire on the top. That should be like 8 hours. 8 hours of sitting there and just trying to work how fire worked. I almost punched a hole in my wall. But after 8 hours, you figure it out and then you can use it forever.
The Peanut became the face of the whole
100%. I've had that struggle myself. I've spent hours on something, finally figured it out. Like you said, you got it forever. So
operation. But here's what made it work. You could still see his actual eyes and mouth. It gave him a way to show genuine personality that most VTuber avatars just don't have.
Let me see if I can lure him in. Like a moth to a flame.
So
Peanut's
good.
goal with this new
So
direction
good.
went beyond just the character. He stopped trying to be the best player in the lobby.
What?
Gotcha!
The goal wasn't to impress people anymore. It was to have fun.
I go! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
All right, next guy up, come get it!
To bring
Such a
back
good
that feeling
clip.
games
Such
used to
a good
have
clip.
before everything got so competitive.
Back in the day, you would sit down on your couch, you'd play Halo 3. You and your brother, you'd be, calling each other fat and you've beating the shit out of each other in the game. That's what I try to bring back. I want
100%.
my bungalows to sit there and feel like I'm on the couch with them and we're just having fun. Like we're just hanging out. Like they're my boys. And I just think it's more fun that way. That's what I would want to watch.
Yeah.
That's why I do what I do.
When he first rolled out this new character in January of 2024, he averaged just 6 viewers. 6. And nothing really changed overnight, but he kept going. He stuck to his schedule, refined the character, creating new outfits and virtual sets, basically building out the world around the Peanut piece by piece. And slowly people started to show up.
Every day I'd hop on and there'd be more bungalators. I'd hop on the next day, there'd be more bungalators.
By the end of 2024, he was averaging nearly 1,200 viewers a stream, which on its own is already a massive jump. But compared to what was about to happen, it was nothing.
You haven't heard of
Dude, I get chills thinking about this. This is awesome. Ah, man.
The burnt peanut yet?
What's burnt peanut? Burnt peanut?
There's a streamer named TheBurntPeanut who has been everywhere lately.
You know the burnt peanut?
The burnt peanut.
The burnt peanut.
Who's my favorite streamer right now? The burnt peanut.
Burnt peanut is a problem.
The Burnt Peanut is a name that I am hearing constantly.
I honestly think that the Burnt Peanut has brought to Twitch something it's never had.
I can't help not to watch the Burnt Peanut. He's all over my feed.
Most popular streamer currently in the world.
The Burnt Peanut. Literal peanut, with a face.
There's right now a guy named the Burnt Peanut. He's dressed like a peanut. He looks like a peanut. He have more voice than CNN.
Crazy.
So how does that happen? It was really a few things coming together at the right time. Let's go back to the lipstick example from earlier. The University of Michigan has been running a survey for decades that measures how optimistic consumers feel about their personal finances and the broader economy. The scale runs from 50 to 100. 100 means life is good, money's flowing, we're buying the designer bags. 50 means the opposite. No extra cash, tough times, the lipstick side of the spectrum. In early 2025, that consumer index sat at 71.7. Not amazing, but decent. Then it started dropping.
So the University of Michigan takes America's pulse on how they feel the economy is going every month, and the initial reading for November is not good at all.
By November 2025, it had fallen all the way down to 51.0. Your average American was staring down damn near rock bottom conditions. Now,
What's crazy is this out of context though. You got to understand that this doesn't start in November of 2025. This started like 2021, 2022, and it's been propped up for a while, and now it's finally hitting, which is crazy because of that virus we don't talk about.
lay Peanut's average viewership over that same timeline. Month by month, you'll notice something. In November, the exact month the consumer index bottoms out, Peanut's viewership hits an all-time high. And I really think the state of the world plays a massive role in that spike. I'll speak for myself here, but it feels like recently I can work harder than I ever have and still feel like I'm falling a step behind. I mean, my rent keeps going up, groceries keep going up, insurance keeps going up, everything's more expensive, and to be honest, it's kind of exhausting. The last thing I want to do after working some ungodly hours is get on COD and get absolutely railed by some sweat. Every major game right now is practically unplayable unless you spend countless hours actually grinding it. Gaming as a whole has felt pretty stale for a minute now, which is where the next piece of the puzzle comes in. Arc Raiders released in October 2025, and did it in a big way. Over 264,000 people jumped in within the first 2 days alone, and that number kept climbing. By the end of November...
What's crazy is I didn't get in till the end of January, so I probably missed the really, really good part of Arc, which I'm bummed about. I should have pulled the trigger sooner and did it, but I was too busy getting the Rhino together, getting the stream set up, learning that stuff. Yes, Mark, we missed so much, and they're probably about to talk about the Peanut versus Hutch rivalry. I'm mad I missed that.
Over 481,000 players across all platforms were logging in daily. So the question is why? What made this game stick out when so many others had failed? Well, because it worked for more than one type of player. The tryhards were still there, loading in to kill other players or find the most efficient way to get the best loot. But the game wasn't built around killing players. The main goal was to find the most valuable stuff you could get and get out. That meant if you just wanted to run around with your friends and have a good time, you could do that. And that unlocked something that a lot of multiplayer games had quietly killed over the years. The ability to just hang out, to mess around, to die laughing instead of dying frustrated.
Arc Raiders kind of made it so the casual players can understand extraction shooters very easily.
The game gave casual players a reason to show up
and
a reason to stay.
That's what I've heard.
That fit Peanut's mold to a T. He was good at games, but he wasn't trying to be the best. Instead, he focused on making genuine moments with his community. And in November 2025, he pulled off what is probably his biggest community moment ever. Not just his community though, the streaming community as a whole.
Come on, you gotta let me live, man. You don't.
Oh,
you
here
don't
it
need
is.
to do this.
There it is.
Just walk me like a dog to the extract. Come on, let's go.
This is for the bungulators.
No!
What started as a bit, to call out a couple of tweets, turned into an all-out war.
Ready yourself, bungulators! Hudson and Legion are upon us! They will hold nothing back, but neither will we! Give them nothing, but take everything! Ready your steel boys, and let's ride!
Streamers pick sides, they're...
Bro, he's so good. He's so entertaining. He's good. He's good.
Communities followed, and eventually the whole thing had taken on a life of its own.
Boys, Hunter Zombie is in the northeast! Get him!
I got one shot, they're flanking.
Fire!
I am not declaring war or picking sides against somebody whose AFK stream gets more viewers than me.
Damn.
I want my get back.
This one's for the bungulators.
At the height of the war, Peanut's peak concurrent viewership hit nearly 93,000, and only 3 months later, he was the most watched streamer on all of Twitch, beating out Jinxie, XQC, and countless other names that had dominated the platform for years.
Incredible.
I think that Peanut was like the biggest thing that probably could have ever happened to like the streaming and gaming world.
I agree.
He's changed people's outlooks on video games and just streaming in general. And I think he's helped a ton of streamers of like, oh, let's have fun again. You know, like that's what was missing.
No,
I agree. I agree with Gingy there. I think she's 100% correct that it went from like they said earlier, that try hard mentality to like, hey, let's just have fun and be entertaining and not take ourselves too serious.
The current state of the world in Arc Raiders definitely created the perfect stage for Peanut to shine. But we've seen it a million times, where someone's the face of the internet one day and gone
Not
the
Arc
next.
Raiders.
Peanut,
for
however, has continued to evolve since he first popped off. He's built a deeper connection with his fan base while remaining one of the biggest streamers in the world.
It's not a surprise, it's no just accident that Burnt Peanut has literally 40 to 50,000 people watching him live. Let me repeat that. 40 to 50,000.
I think there are 3 things that really separate him from the rest of the crowd. The first is the avatar itself, not as a gimmick, but as a design decision that removes something most streamers don't even realize they're doing. When you watch a regular streamer, you're always aware you're watching a person. A real face on a screen means you're comparing, consciously or not. Are they attractive? Do they seem confident? How much does that chain cost? Why am I not on their level? All of that runs in the background whether you want it to or not. It's the same mechanism that makes Instagram exhausting. Everyone is posting about their picture-perfect life, and you're stuck measuring yourself against another person. The Peanut removes all of that. There's no face to compare yourself to, nothing tangible you can't afford, just a voice and a character in a game. The second thing is that he's
I'd have to disagree here. I get compared to Peanut all the time when we look nothing alike.
Genuinely average at most games, and doesn't pretend to be otherwise. He dies, he makes bad calls, he laughs about it.
Well, I've done all I can do.
In a world that had spent the better part of a decade worshipping skill as the thing worth watching, here was a guy who was having fun in spite of losing, and making everyone watching feel like they're allowed to do the same. The third thing is the consistency. In January of 2024, he had 6 viewers, and he streamed anyway. February, slightly more, at a schedule that averaged
That's how many viewers I got right now.
over 150 hours per month.
Wow.
He just kept going. And when everything finally exploded and the industry started paying
You're telling me there's a
attention, he said
chance.
something in an interview that kind of stuck with me.
Has it hit you yet?
Not really. I don't really do anything different. I mean, I still DoorDash the Big Macs. I drive a $900 box. I mean, that thing's gonna explode any day, I'm telling you. I don't know. I just,
True,
every
true.
day I hop on
I
the
agree.
stream, it's the same room. It's the same guys. I'm not sitting there and be like, oh, dude, I'm, this big streamer now. It really doesn't feel like that. Like, it feels just like I'm at home. It's just like, it's everything I do.
Yeah.
So nothing really changed all that much.
Here's the thing I keep coming back to. Halo 3 launched in September 2007. 2 months later, the housing market started to collapse. The financial crisis that defined a generation was beginning, and millions of people were about to lose their jobs, their homes, their sense of stability. And in the middle of all that, those couch sessions Peanut talks about became load-bearing, the escape valve, the place where you could close the door on everything falling apart outside and just play. The lipstick for this moment wasn't a product, it wasn't a trend, it was a cartoon Peanut playing Arc Raiders at midnight and laughing every time he died. The economist in you wants a cleaner explanation, but I think the honest one is simpler. People were tired, they found somewhere to rest, and it just so happened to look like a cartoon.
I've done plenty of those with the zip line. I've missed the zip line for sure. So good.
Cartoon Peanut. If you've made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, like the video, all the YouTube stuff. We also have a community on WAP where we post behind the scenes content and videos breaking down how we make these videos. If you wanted to check that out, support the channel, that'd be awesome. Cool, thanks, love you, bye.
Awesome video. Golf cart. Look at this golf cart. Yeah, check them out. I stumbled upon this today. I was listening to stuff while I was waiting for my daughter's softball game, and yeah, it's a good one. I got another couple from him. I'm lining up. I think we'll watch one if I stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. I was told I could stream, but I don't know if it was a guilt trip. Yeah, I do need to end it with that. I will, definitely. But yeah, check out Golf Cart. I'll put the link in the stream here. What's up, Footy? Hey, welcome, buddy. We're just checking out this video. Good video. He deserves it. Let me see if I did like it. Look at that, 6.1K. He deserves more. All right, what do you guys think? What do you think? You guys Peanut fans? Be honest. I want your honesty in the chat. Oh, hey, you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you stopping by and showing your support. If you'd like to continue to support me, you can like and subscribe. It really helps with the algorithm. You can also catch me live streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick at TheOfficialalbinorhino. Currently, I'm streaming till the middle of June on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then I'll switch back over to my normal times of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you'd like to just come by, hang out, join the crash, please do. I just like to play video games. I sometimes react to videos. All in all, I just like to have a good time. I don't take myself too seriously. I'm not a tryhard. I'm good at video games. I'm not great, but I just like to have fun. Thank you. I appreciate your support.